afternoon, Flow Nation crew. I'm going to make Sunday dinner. Today is Sunday, March 20th. Gonna make some red rice. Probably won't make it as good as my auntie. Shout out to my auntie's part of the family. All the sons and, well, the daughters have passed on. And the sons and grandchildren and great-grandchildren of my Aunt Talu. Shout out. Rest in peace, auntie. So I'm going to spatchcock a chicken, which basically is a fancy word saying cut up the breastbone and butterfly it. And then I'm going to oven roast it. I'm going to oven roast it on this little rack here. Okay. And then yes, indeed, more asparagus. So, Miss Selvita, I know you asked in one of my other videos, Miss Selvita, and I appreciate you for watching and subscribing. I thank you so much to all my subscribers, all my watchers. Even if you don't subscribe, I appreciate the views. I really do, in the comments. Please keep the comments coming. Questions, comments, whatever. Please keep them coming. Thank you so much. But the asparagus, I've already cut the tips off. You cut about, I'd say about an inch and a half off. But they're not like string beans. They're, see if I can get it up to the camera so you can see. This is the tip of it. And this end here. And they come in a white version and a purple version. And so yeah, they're really, see, they're kind of flexible, almost like a string bean, how they're flexible, but they're a little different how they have the tip part at the end, like the little pieces, I don't know what you call them on the end, how they are, but they're very kind of earthy, kind of woody. I've seen some people take a vegetable peeler and peel these and make almost like little ribbons, if you will, and then you can just pan saute that. But these will be baked and roasted in the oven today with a couple lemon slices and fresh cracked pepper and probably some sea salt, or pink Himalayan sea salt probably. But I'm going to get my chicken prepared. I'm going to show you how to spatchcock it, and I'll be back when I'm ready to do that. Alright, so I have my whole chicken. Show you my bird. Okay. And so I'm going to set this back a little further. Hopefully you can see it. Chicken. This is the little giblet pack. And just gonna let all that, clean this out a bit. Make sure there's nothing else in there. Okay, so I'm going to get all of this stuff out of the way. Alright, so what I'm going to do, get my chicken all properly cleaned and drained. And then I'll be back to show you how to spatchcock it. All right. Sorry for that little inconvenience. But you see, got them right there. And what you're going to be doing, what I'm going to be doing, is just cutting along here with my kitchen scissors. Kitchen scissors, not regular scissors. And cutting along here, cutting this piece out, and then it'll be butterflied. So I'm going to go ahead. If I could get this poor little stand to cooperate. You can hear the bones cutting. And some people might use a knife. I personally like to use the kitchen scissors. It's just better for me. I can probably ensure a little better that I don't cut myself. Okay. Okay. Just excess water in there. Get that out. All right, I'm gonna get my hands cleaned up and get my pan ready, and then I'll be right back. All right. So you see, he's cut open, and I can lay him down on the cutting board here, nice and flat. I'll show you. He's nice and flat. So that's spatchcocking a chicken. Okay, now I'm going to get him seasoned up. All right, so I need a little adobo. Get that on him all the way. And I will be seasoning both sides. Okay, now take me a bowl. And some butter. Room temperature butter. Back it up so you guys can see. This is some freshly dried thyme, or fresh thyme, should I say, not dried. Just gonna give that a little rinse. Okay, and what you want to do, you want to start at the far end and just the leaves. You don't want the stems, that's kind of woody. So you're pretty much like going against the grain, picking the herbs off the stem, because you don't want the stem in there. Did I drop one? Yes, I did. Okay. So you can see about the size whole chicken I have here, and I don't know the poundage. I'm just gonna, this is about, I'd say 2 big spoons, this size spoon, so about 2 of those of butter, tablespoon I guess, I don't know. I need a couple more sprigs of thyme. I love thyme, it's just so fragrant. Thyme and rosemary. It's very earthy with some citrus kind of notes to it. And I'm just going to blend that in. So you're basically making like a little herb butter. And I'm going to put my adobo in it, but I'm going to put a little turmeric on the outside of my chicken. Okay. And hope you can see this. Under the skin here, see I get my fingers under the skin. I'll take a little bit of this herb butter and put under there and press it down so it evenly distributes. This is going to give flavor and another pair of kitchen scissors here. Loosen it between the skin and the flesh on this side. This is going to give awesome flavor. And let me just show you. See the herbs in there? Again, that's just room temperature butter with some fresh herbs. Just want to pat it in under the skin. Get it all in there. It's going to help with the flavor and also with moisture. And the skin is going to get crispy because I'm going to put a little olive oil on the skin side. Okay, so got that evenly distributed. Okay, I'm going to turn him over. The rest of my thyme in there. And I'm going to hit this side here. The same thing. My adobo first. Get it all in that cavity. You want all parts word season. You don't want to season part of it and not the other part. Every part of what you're cooking has to be seasoned. Every single part. Okay, I'm gonna rub that in. See, he's well seasoned, very well seasoned. Okay. More of this. I am insanely, I'm just an insane fan of fresh cracked black pepper and turmeric for that matter. Okay, so just put a little olive oil on there just to get them greased up where to be nice and brown. Okay, so here's this side. Hope you can see. Rinse my hands really quick. Okay, I'm going to take a little of this olive oil on a paper towel and just rub that across my grate. It'll just help with sticking. Okay. Now it is time for me to get this bad boy on here. Now, wash my hands again. All right, so as you can see, he's on the pan. Probably gonna put just a little tab of water in there, but he's all nice and seasoned. And then I'm going to get him in the oven. I have my oven preheated. Gonna throw him right in there. And I will get my asparagus ready. And then I'm going to start on my red rice. So I'll be back in a bit. Formation Pro. So I got my asparagus in this pan right here. My hands are wet. Dry this off. And let me tell you though, you can find a lot of this stuff, like this ground pepper and this pink Himalayan sea salt, right at your local Dollar Tree. Okay. Oops. Let me just bring the phone to it. Better. Okay, so see that? And then that'll just roast in the oven for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe not even that long, say 8 to 10 minutes. So I'll set that there because I'm not ready for that to go in the oven just yet, because my chicken is still roasting. But I've gotten a red onion, about half of a red onion, half of a green bell pepper, finely diced. And I'm getting ready to put my red rice together. Be back in a minute. All right, Flow Nation crew. Got all my prep work done. Putting a little bit of olive oil, heating my pan up. Got my 2 cups of jasmine rice, washed, drained. I have 2 Roger Wood sausages, diced. See if I need a third, diced about that size. Tomato paste, 3 cups of water, diced tomatoes. I have a piece of ginger, diced green bell pepper, diced red onion, and some scallions diced. So I am going to get ready to start putting my red rice together. Chicken is cooking away beautifully in the oven. Okay, you hear the sizzle. So that means my olive oil is ready. It's like a little over medium. Put the bell peppers in first. Focus a little bit better. Okay, awesome. And yes, this is the same cutting board that I used for the chicken. And while I had you guys on pause or recording, this cutting board was properly cleaned. A couple pieces of onion here that didn't make the pot. Okay, I'll saute these around. I'll turn it up just a little bit more. And where's my friend? Right here. Okay. Yes, using every part. Every last bit. Every part. You have to build layers of food. Layers. You can't just throw some salt and pepper on top of something and think that it's going to be tasty. So I'm going to let that hang out and turn my stove up. Can't get my words together today. Till like medium high. Bird has his legs hopped up in the air. Mr. Spatchcocked chicken. He's looking good though. Did you guys see? He's cooking away in there. Skin's getting crispy and nice. See, you can cook them on that rack like that. All that fat and stuff drips right off. But it's still going to be nice and juicy. And very flavorful. I want to take one time and spatchcock it and put it in my deep fryer. Add in my sausage. Oh, it smells so good. Something about bell pepper and onion sauteing. It's just, oh, I love it. Getting all of that incorporated. Piece of ginger. I don't have any garlic, which is totally my fault. Normally I would dice up some garlic and put that in here. Careful when you're grating not to grate your skin. Diced tomatoes in there. I'm going to actually put my tomato paste in now. You know, red rice in the South, it's made different ways, but it's actually, you know, when the slaves were brought to America, they were brought to the South generally first, and over in Africa they make jollof rice, which is basically red rice, and they take the meat, like goat meat, or I think goat meat or fish or some type of meat that they take, and they cook the meat, they fry the meat, and they actually take the tomato paste and the tomatoes and the different herbs and spices and the oil, and then they cook that and simmer it for hours. 4 hours. Not 4 hours, I mean like many, many hours. And I'm going to get that turned down. I'm just going to put that top on there and let that meld together just for a little bit. And they come out with this beautiful looking rice. And what I believe is that when they were brought over, you know, they did most of the cooking. So when they came over, you know, they brought with them their recipes, but unfortunately they couldn't get some of the same herbs and spices and things that were known to them. So they adjusted, they adapted in their new foreign land. They adapted and they made do with what they could get their hands on. And they made red rice, and it's what I believe red rice is the version, you know, the Americanized version of jollof rice. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. I have all those good things in there. down a bit. So I'm going to let this cook down a bit, and then when I'm ready to put the rice in, I will let you know. Be back in a little while. Alright. So I've let this cook down a little bit. You can see the steam coming off of there. And it looks like a very rich, what's what I'm looking for? Spaghetti sauce. So I'm just getting my washed jasmine rice in there. The smells in here are phenomenal. Just phenomenal. I'm just going to incorporate this all first before I add the water. My camera's trying to zoom in and zoom out. I'm just stirring, mixing everything together. Couple tablespoons of salt. Okay. Mix that up. Really good. Alright, that's what it looks like so far. I'm going to get the water in here. Make sure you're scraping down the sides to get every bit of flavor. And make sure you're tapping your spoon too to get all of that in there. You want all of this to cook. All of these flavors to come together. When you cook soul food is food for the soul. It's cooked with love. That's the #1 ingredient. With love. I cook with love for my family. And I believe it shows in the final product. Alright, so I'm going to bring this to a boil. Then I'm going to turn it down on low, cover it, let it simmer until the rice is totally done. I am going to go ahead now and probably put my asparagus down there. I'll take my chicken out in a little while and check on him. Get my kitchen cleaned up. You see that looks like a disaster area, but that means I'm cooking. Because if you're not making a mess, if you don't have anything to clean up, then you're probably buying it store-bought, and then you're you're lying to people saying that you're cooking it. So I am definitely cooking. I appreciate you guys watching this far. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know how you make red rice, if you even make red rice. Especially if you're in a different country, I would love to know, like your version of this. So I'll be back when I have the finished product. Again, thank you so much, guys. Forever Lovely, Red Hot, Selvita, Miss Debbie, my family members, Diadri and Isidro, of course, my immediate family, anyone else who is subscribed to my channel that I did not mention, hit me up when you see the video so that I know that you're subscribed and that I can shout you out. I want to be able to shout out all of my subscribers. So I thank you so much and stay tuned for the final product. All right, Flow Nation crew. So the red rice is cooking away. And we'll let it cook a little slow. Chicken and asparagus cooking away in the oven. Everything's almost done. So when everything's almost done, I'll do a short to show how everything is and the plating of it. And then you'll see the finished product in a thumbnail picture on this video here. This video is about 36-37 minutes long. So again, I just want to thank you guys for staying along with me. I'm trying to move because of the crazy lighting. Staying along with me to, see me cook this meal for Sunday dinner, Sunday, March the 20th, 2022. And I'm just moving so I can get a better lighting for you guys to see me so it's not so dark. Thanks again for all those who have subscribed. For all of you that have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and tell a friend. Share the video. Tell me if there's something that you want to see if I know how to cook. If I don't know how to cook it, I'm going to sure look it up or ask someone, and I'm going to make it just for you. So again, thanks for those of you who have already subscribed. Thanks for those of you who have watched the videos. And even though you chose not to subscribe, you still watch the video anyway. Or even if you watch any part of the video. Please leave a comment if you so wish to do so, and I will respond. Again, shout out to my subscribers, shout out to my viewers, shout out to my family for being very supportive and helping me make videos and just inspiring me to do this. It's something that I wanted to do for a long time. So today's dinner, spatchcock chicken, oven roasted whole chicken, oven roasted asparagus, and red rice. So please tell me what you think. And until the next video, I thank you again. Flow Nation crew, flow out. Bye-bye.